Show, where conversation is art, 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 art. Conversation is art, conversation is art. You should chime in, ain't no telling what to spark on the Val Show. Ain't no telling the Val Show. You know, ain't no telling where we go on the Val Show. Ain't no ceiling, cause the art of conversation is the flow. It's that creativity available when we speak, available in our homes, available in the streets. We just trying to get it sparking and take it a little deeper. Keep it casual while fireside chatting with our people. Yeah, we take it a little deeper. It get hot when we fireside chatting with our people. Cause conversation is art, conversation is art. You should chime in, ain't no telling what'll spark on the Val and Val Show. The Val and Val Show.
Yo, 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 what's up, what's up, what's up?
You got caught all laid back, leaning all back in the chair.
I was laying back in my chair like this, y'all, like that, y'all. What's up, la Cherie? Hello.
And on and on and on and on. The beat don't stop to the break of dawn.
On and on and on and on. Yeah, y'all. I've had an ice cream, 2 popsicles, my sugar out the roof.
Hey, well, it's a good thing it is because we're here to talk about sweets.
Yeah, we're going to talk about sweets.
But we're here to talk about, I guess we could say, the good sweets, if you want to call them that.
Yeah, there's some good shit.
So Baltham, what's been happening to your world? Hello, everyone. Y'all come on in the room, as they say.
We're so glad you all are here, for real. We're gonna take you down a sugar factory tonight. But speaking of sugar, my week has been quite sweet. I'm still elevated on the highs of the blessings of God and which He's done for me health-wise. And in the music, in the movie business, it's just gone haywire. We are now a certified internet movie database movie. Work on the Dunder Heights. We got that certification and/or designation a week and a half ago.
Wow.
And which is a pretty big deal for me. And we are now preparing to start shooting a full movie with some A-list actors. Hopefully we can get that off the ground in March. About 8 of the 9 or 8 of the 10 actors have signed on already. So we're ready to rock and roll.
All right.
Yeah. And the beautiful thing is on Wednesday, we kick off the first ever citywide 4 rounds of film camp with 4 Birmingham City schools. So that's
Mama.
That's gonna be
Mama.
Who is Mama? Who is Mama?
Hey, Mama is on. You'll know in a minute. Anywho, so look, you all. Yeah. This is gonna be a great show. You know, anytime talking about food is a great show.
Yeah, you see how she just asked me off, y'all. She asked me what was going on. She didn't acknowledge anything I said, and she just said, "Okay, y'all. Hey, Mama." I mean, just talking all over me. You know.
Listen, you told the people what's been going on. We prayed for you. Remember, we prayed.
We were through with that. I was talking about the film camps that we're going to do.
Oh, the film camp. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I was looking at these cookies. Look, I was looking at these cookies on my desk.
Now, y'all, I tell y'all something funny. The guest that is coming on tonight, she's a baker. And she sent us some cookies. I said, us. Why did that Valerie you see she's laughing uncontrollably because she called me and said, "Okay, I'm going to meet her to get these cookies. Where you gonna be about 7 o'clock?" She know I was gonna be at home at 7 o'clock yesterday. Come on, I'm gonna get your cookies for you on Saturday. But what about the ones you got yesterday? She got some milk, y'all, and she ate up my cookies. I'm not the only one on the sugar high. She's on the sugar high too.
Listen, not yet. But anyway, Valter, we're happy for you. You know that we celebrate you all the time. Forgive me, but I was looking at these cookies down here on my desk.
We saw you looking down like that, like you were texting.
Yeah. Actually, I was tagging people for the show. Listen, you all look, going into 2.5 years, Valter has still not received his on-the-job training on doing all this stuff. So it's still me. So when I'm looking down, I'm tagging everybody. But anywho, welcome to Conversation is Art again. And we have tonight a self-described foodie and natural creative. And that's in her words, okay? She is the owner and CEO of the plant-based business Healthy Foodie Bakery. Okay. Now, she served vegans and non-vegans. And
Mhm.
just in case you're wondering, does it taste good? Well, I'm gonna tell you about that. You have to go buy some first. I want you to have your personal experience because I've had several experiences.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's eating up my cookies. Go ahead.
And as a result, Alaynna's going to come on and tell you her trajectory and how she got to being this plant-based guru. And that's exactly what I'm going to call her.
Mhm.
So, Miss Alaynna Pruitt, come on
Miss
in the
Pruitt,
room. Come on
Miss
in the
Pruitt,
room. How the
how
church
are
song
you?
go? And it took
Hello,
me and
Miss Pruitt.
Valton off the room. Listen,
It
we just gonna
did.
go with, yeah,
But
it
we
does
want to
that
see us
sometimes.
all.
It does that sometimes. I don't know why. And guess what? I ain't finna try to figure it out. It took you off when I tried to switch it out. Look, Valton can't come
Look,
on. Look.
we just going back and forth with it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
here I am.
Continue
There we
to say, we
are.
go.
Yay! Now,
Hey.
folks, Valerie did a disclaimer. She said Valton hasn't learned the processes of this functionality yet, right? But she's the one in control, so who hasn't learned it?
Oh no, I hit the button. It started doing it a couple weeks ago. I hit the button. It took one out, took one in.
Yeah.
Whatever. We here
Yeah.
now.
We
So
here
how
now.
you doing? How
I
you
am
doing?
well. I am well.
That
Good.
is great. Look, we're so excited to have you on.
I'm
And
glad
I'm
to
more
be here.
excited to taste these cookies. And Valton, you're gonna taste it too, because I'm gonna give such a great description
Oh, really?
that
Wow.
your mouth is gonna start watering. So
Wow.
you're gonna feel it all. You're gonna feel it
Okay.
I
all.
want everybody to feel it.
All right.
Yes, yes.
All right.
So tell us give us a little background. Tell us who you are. Share if you related to any famous people uh in the community. Any past guests or anything, hint, hint.
Hint, hint. We can lead with that. Hint, hint. My parents have been guests here on the show. My mother, Valencia Pruitt, is owner of Willow Grace Wellness. That's a therapy company here. So she's a counselor. And my father, Alan Pruitt, has also been on here. He is a minister of music, so he's had projects come out, and he's just very well versed in the gospel music community here in the city. But my name is Alaynna. I am in the baking world, the baking scene in Birmingham, and I've been doing that since about 2019, off and on. But I have decided to really go forward with that as of last year. So my company, Healthy Foodie Bakery, is coming up on 1 year in a couple of weeks, actually. So just very excited to get that off the ground and just get people excited about plant-based diets. And that was really my goal here with this business.
So
Okay.
the cookies that you bake, whatever, they're plant-based.
They are plant-based, so that means they do not contain any animal products or any dairy products, nothing like that. So no eggs. I'm not using any of those things to make these delicious goods. I feel like it is traditionally thought of that you need these things to create very delicious things, but I've found with the power of plants that you can still produce some very pleasant desserts. So
Have an
that is what I
idea.
seek to do.
Have an idea. So
Here you go.
your there's that real. So your foodies are coming off the earth,
Mhm.
so to speak, right? And yesterday I became aware that there's my favorite rapper is coming to Huntsville. And he likes things from the earth, but he likes to roll them up and smoke those things.
Okay. Different
Snoop Dogg.
approach.
Snoop Dogg will be in Huntsville in October.
Oh, wow.
What if we make him a goodie box of things from the earth and have them delivered to him so that he'll get to know who you are? You both like earthy things.
We both like earthy things. I wouldn't be opposed.
So we need to talk about that. I just thought I'd plant that seed in your mind because
Snigger, snigger,
And we love
snigger,
planting.
snigger.
Love plants.
you're young, you're youthful, you have all this energy. So somebody say yes.
Yes,
Yes.
that's mama.
Mama.
That's Mama. Listen, yeah. How
Or
Snoop do it? Snagger, snigger. What's that language he be using?
So nigga, my nigga,
he be on something else. I
is
don't
that what
know.
you're talking
Yes.
about?
Well, that's awesome. And you know what? Now, let me give my co-host his prop. That's one thing about Valton. He's gonna promote you. Uh, Alaynna. We do that on this show. I mean,
Yeah.
we will promote you up. You know
Did her check cashed? You got her money?
what? Oh, you try? Don't listen to him. Don't
I
listen to
see.
him. Don't listen to him. But look, now, Alaynna, so you told us why you got started this. Now let's bag this train on up. We finna bag up to the station.
Mhm.
So you are a product of Ramsey High School, right?
I
Graduated from
am
there.
a proud ram.
Mm-hmm.
Proud Ram. So now where did you go to college for initially?
So I graduated from the University of Montevallo with a degree in communication studies. So I have a BA in communication studies. I've always really enjoyed like branding and advertisement, media, and things like that. But also just how we're communicating now, just people communicating in
Mm-hmm.
different mediums, whether that was business. Well, that was really my main focus was like the businessy PR type side, but also in relationships and stuff like that. So that's why I chose to study that, because I was like, I could go in so many different directions with
Yeah.
that. And I'm seeing that play out in a way that I didn't expect. But yeah, so.
Yeah. So you went to school for marketing and you actually had started working in the marketing world,
Yeah,
correct?
for a little bit, I was at Alabama Splash Adventure on their marketing team. So that was what I did when I first graduated. When I left there, I ended up joining the AmeriCorps just because I wanted to give back to my community in a different way, in a more impactful type way. So I worked for a local nonprofit through that and have been doing that consistently since then. Um, yeah.
Okay. So now we're working for AmeriCorps, and when does this bacon bug hit you? Because I know when I first discovered your love for food was on your YouTube channel. I guess everybody started doing things during COVID, right? During the pandemic.
Yeah.
So
But
you
I
started
kind of
out
started
doing what?
I did start doing that a little bit before COVID, though. I had a little bit more time in COVID, um, but yeah. So my love for baking kind of started while I was serving in AmeriCorps or whatever. I was just looking for a different, like, creative outlet, and I was just kind of watching TV one day. I've always loved Food Network and the cooking channel, but I've never really considered myself a cook or a baker or nothing. I didn't grow up, making
Hmm.
things with mom, grandma. We weren't that. Type of family, but I was just always enamored with watching the shows. So I got back into that in 2019. And I was like, I could probably do that. And I'm like, man, I would love to like make birthday cakes for like my kids when I get older and stuff like that. Let me just start learning some things now. And then that's kind of when I was trying things every weekend, bringing stuff to my coworkers, working on different techniques, getting new tools, and yeah, it really kind of took off from there. So yeah, after my term ended with the AmeriCorps, I decided, you know what, I don't necessarily want to find another communication type job or whatever. I really want to see what this baking thing is all about. So I decided to take a job at a local bakery just to learn.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time I wasn't out on my own. I was still at my mom's place at that time, and I just had the freedom to kind of try. So I was like, let me take advantage of that while I have that. And I think
Oh, y'all children are so blessed. And they
Mm-hmm.
so blessed. Cause listen, let me tell you something. If we had came out of college and talking about we finna do something else, our parents would have been like, "No, you ain't. You finna go
good.
do what
You
you."
know, the funny thing about that is boys, young men coming out of college, we're already out of our parents' home. Because when we hit that sophomore year, we like, well, we got a car, we grown, and these honeys are jumping on this campus. So I got to go ahead and get my own place so they have somewhere to jump to. You know what I'm saying? So we weren't trying to stay in the house. We were trying to get out.
Yeah. So look, my mom was very supportive. She saw, the effort that I was
Yeah.
putting in, like
Yeah.
in my off time or whatever. It's like, okay,
Yeah, and
There's
you know,
something
with
there.
her
And you
starting
got,
her own business
is there
as
something
well
coming up?
later.
I'm sorry, is there something coming up this weekend that you're going to be doing?
Yes, so I'll be at the Woodline Street Market this weekend.
So tell me about that. What happens in the street market?
It's just a lot of local vendors. We get together, and just provide a community type atmosphere and just something for people to enjoy on the weekends. Just see local things that are being made and things like
So
that.
you sell your products.
Yes.
So you're
So
going
it's
to
a
be
shop.
baking. Pardon?
I said yeah. So it's like a shop.
So you're going to be having, you're going to have a lot of products out there for people to buy and things like that.
Yeah, I have a variety of different things. I'm most known for my cookies, so I'll have those out in abundance, including the cookie of the month that Miss Val currently has with her.
Cookie of the month. What's cookie of the month? How do you select the cookie? Oh, Valerie, stop showing off. That's my
So
cookie anyway.
that one is called Strawberry Dream. So it is a strawberry cookie with strawberry wafers. It's got freeze dried strawberries. It's got a little bit of non-dairy white chocolate and a sweet glaze. So yeah, it's loaded with strawberry flavor.
So that's a vegan
Let
cookie.
me
And it is vegan. There is no dairy or eggs in any of it.
let me look. I'm gonna act like Vanna White.
Can you bite it, Valerie, and let us see how flaky it is, or how crumbly or
Oh, you want
It
me?
crusty?
You want
should
me to
be
do it?
nice and chewy for you.
Okay. You froze. You froze, Valerie. We didn't
I
see it.
did.
Wow, that's soft.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes so good. I can taste the strawberries.
Can you smell it?
Yes, it's so odoriferous. I feel like I'm a Willy Wonka. I feel like the blueberry girl.
Valter, yours still in the bag.
Yeah, right. For now. Can you
Okay,
freeze the
so
cookies?
let me see.
Yeah, I
Here.
see somebody asking in the comment. Yes, they can be frozen for I'd say up to 3 months, but they probably won't last that long because they're pretty good.
Oh, okay. All right. So what else
So
do you
look,
have? So how do you select the cookie of the month? What do? Flip a coin?
Yeah, I kind of go based off seasonality. I know berries and things are in season right now, so I just kind of want to highlight those
Very strategic. That's
those
very
flavors.
strategic.
Yes,
So
and then just based on holidays and stuff that might be coming up.
what's December?
December, I don't know yet.
Yeah,
We'll just have to see.
let's do a German chocolate cookie of the month.
I could.
Yeah.
I could.
yeah.
I put
Well,
that on the
look.
roster. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, I'm a peanut butter connoisseur. Okay, and the first time I tried her peanut butter, it was good, but I said, I need a little bit more peanut butter. And she tweaked it, baby. I always tell my kids, you want to take me out, mix it with some peanut butter, and I'm going to eat it. I'm going to eat it. I'm going to eat it.
Yes.
I'm
a
going to
peanut
eat
butter
it.
lover too.
So, but let me tell you the cookie that I did not expect to like. And it was very delicious because I don't like confetti stuff. It just,
Yeah, you talked
all
about
that
that last
confetti
night.
on stuff. But Alaynna, your confetti is different. It's not them hard pebbles that almost seem to lacerate your gums.
It's those because they're made with all natural ingredients, so it just kind of melts in your mouth.
It does.
So how long does it take you to bake cookies? I mean, when you go into the kitchen, why is she still eating? That's so good. I enjoyed that bite. It was
I
a
need
big
milk
one.
for the coffee.
That just melted
You're
in my
living
mouth.
vicariously.
Wow. So how long does it take you to? How many cookies are you going to bake for the weekend for the shop for the thing Saturday?
I haven't fully decided yet, but I usually do about a dozen of each, just depending on what kind of crowd we're expecting to be.
How many flavors do you have? You said a dozen of each.
Yeah, I have 4 signature flavors. So I have double chocolate chunk. I've got a home style peanut butter. I've got sprinkle sugar, and I have oatmeal golden raisin. So those are the signatures.
Okay.
So I have these cookies of the month that rotate every month. And I have a sugar-free one right now. It's a chocolate brownie cookie. It's called Romeo. And I'm planning to add more sugar-free options to the menu. I've gotten some requests for that, and I want to make that happen for my customers. So.
Okay, so Saturday, I may come by, but I wouldn't eat the double chocolate chunk.
You would not? That is our top seller.
I said that's what I need.
Oh, you need that one.
That's what I need.
Okay, I got
And
you.
Lot 3, honey, if you're still listening, tell me what kind of cookies, or put in the chat what kind of cookies you want, and then that way you can go by and get both of ours. Thanks.
I knew it was a catch somewhere. But look, hey, I'm gonna give props out. Listen, Mom say Team Star has her biggest order to date. And I'll just casually mention, that's my church and her mother's church. Anywho,
okay, what was the order? How much was the order?
That was I have to look it up for you because I don't remember how many, but it was over hundreds. Wow. That I did for the Magic City Classic. They wanted to do a giveaway for the attendees of that service. So,
wow, yeah, how cool is that?
Yeah, and on that Sunday there'd be a lot more people there than normal. But look, you all, I got to go back to Snoop Dogg because listen, one of our favorite fans of Conversations Art, y'all, she is a professional concert attender. If she does not attend a concert, something is grossly wrong, for real. And I'm gonna have to put this up here. When you all was talking about Snoop Dogg, I laughed because this is what she posted.
Yeah, pre-sale tickets.
Yeah. Look, listen, she went to Sheila E's concert and Sheila E gave her one of her drumsticks. I told her to hide it. I said, put it down the road. Your son will be able to sell it for a nice chunk of change if he want to.
I'll put it on eBay now. You can get a nice chunk of change.
Yeah, so look, Alaynna Fisher, you all, she is a professional concert attender. She goes to malls. She is living her life. She is enjoying. And I would have gone to Sheila E, but we have this show, so we try to be more consistent in being here than not. So when you have commitment, some things you just have to.
That's a dig at me, Alaynna. That's a dig at me because she knows I'll bail in a minute. I'm in hospital with Martell and Melody.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, we got to pray about him. So now let's talk about. You say you're gonna do some sugar free, because I'm real skeptic about when you take something, when you say it's sugar free, is it gonna be more healthy, or is it gonna be one of those carcinogenic things that cause cancer? That's always my concern with these alternatives. Are you using monk fruit or something like that?
So when I make my sugar-free products, I'm using a blend of monk fruit and erythritol, and that's just a sugar alcohol. And most of the erythritol.
Erythritol sound like something you put in dead people.
Yeah, but it is chemically balanced. It's a sugar alcohol, but most of the monk fruit that you're gonna find on the shelves it does have a little bit of that. So it's usually a blend of those two things, but that is primarily what I use, preferably monk fruit stuff over any other thing like the stevias and things like that.
Okay, I gotta ask you this: have you shipped some of your cookies to Tabitha Brown?
I have not.
Girl, you got to get on that. And as a matter of fact, she just started back doing Very Good Mondays. Is where they actually have new entrepreneurs, or if you've been an entrepreneur, not necessarily new, but if you just been locally doing it, if you want her to showcase your stuff, taste test or earring, whatever, and that's one thing I love about her. She promote others. So we gotta figure out how to get your cookies.
What's sorbitol?
To Tabitha.
Somebody asked me about sorbitol.
I am not familiar with that actually. I'm learning more about the sugar-free world in my endeavors. So
okay,
I have to look that one up.
And what's that word again? You put
sorbitol. She asks sorbitol in it.
Yeah.
The word. If you're typing, are you asking? Are you allergic or something? Just want to know if it's a part of what she's going to be using. Because I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Well, look. Okay. Now let's talk about this.
What was the chemical you use?
Erythritol.
Who?
Erythritol.
It's a cousin to sorbitol.
It's ERY. Nah, I'm not a spelling bee champion, but I can start it off.
Erythritol.
I
I
don't
got
know.
it right here. Look, we're
Okay.
doing. Look, you all. We becoming chemists.
Yes.
Right.
And
That's
look,
what
Chemical
baking is.
compound.
Baking is
but look though. Let me tell you what
Organic
pops up
compound.
when I type this in the search engine. Erythritol, healthy sweetener, a big fat lie. So I'm gonna click on this and see what they
Oh
say.
Lord. You killing her product. Don't do that. Talking about
I'm just
I use
asking.
erythritol. Valerie talking about erythritol. It's a big fat lie. Don't use that crap. Get it out of
Okay.
here.
No, I always want to see that's it's to get you in. I'm reading it. They are saying it provides only 6% of the calories found in an equal amount of sugar. Overall, it is safe.
Hmm.
And that's what they say. It is safe.
It is safe,
it is safe.
even though it creates high levels of problems with your blood pressure and heart attack and stroke.
Well, it shouldn't do that. It's lower on the glycemic index, so it's gonna affect you differently than traditional sugar, which is what
Yeah,
people
right,
with
Yeah.
right.
But a good thing, 90% of it is excreted in your urine. So versus being uploaded in your bloodstream. So I
Mm,
know some of the earlier ones were not, they had some side effects with them. So
right,
you all,
right,
it is safe for you all to
yeah,
eat
those
these
types of
cookies.
products have come a long way.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And definitely with monk fruit. My first experience even seeing a monk fruit was in the DeKalb County Big Farmers Market,
Mm.
Georgia, many years ago. Because you see fruit that you didn't know exist in the world. Some strange looking
It'll
stuff
sneak
is
up.
over there.
Yeah.
Really good. And you all try new stuff. Just try new stuff. And I'm gonna tell you. Wait a minute. Um, Let me take another bite, Val. And look,
Whatever, girl. Going on.
you all. But let me talk about this. This is so moist and
I can
it's not
tell.
gummy.
Do it like this, Val. Break it so we can see it.
Yeah, it's not gummy,
Look at
okay?
that.
It's not gummy. You know how
Wow.
something is so soft, is gooey and all of that. It look at
I sure wish I could have a cookie.
okay, Alain, let me make sure this.
Mhm.
Am I tasting something lemony? Oh, what is this taste? It's something that's distinct here.
Lemony.
Something tart. Something tart. What
That's
is it?
probably just the berry. Yeah, I don't have
Maybe
anything.
the berry. It that is delicious.
Did you
Yeah,
brush
the
your
freeze
teeth?
dried strawberries has like really strong
Did
flavor,
you,
and
did you brush
I
your
use
teeth
like a
before you played it?
whole bag of those for a half dozen. So
Okay.
yeah, it's a big punch. Yeah.
It
Wow.
is
So
it
how
is
long did it
huge.
take you to make 50 cookies for this weekend?
50 cookies might take me maybe 2 3 hours.
Was that from start to finish? Mixing
Start
the
to finish.
dough, kneading the dough and
Yeah,
all that stuff?
mixing. I clean up
Wow.
for the
Wow.
part. Yeah.
That's good
If
stuff.
my
Wow.
if my oven's acting like I want it to.
What does
Yeah.
that mean?
Well, if it's the right temperature it needs to be, it'll go quicker, and yeah, just if I'm going nonstop, then three
Okay.
hours I should be able to knock everything out.
You have a nice
So
little
you
box
make
and stuff. You put them in and
I
some
do. I do. So at the
very
markets I
nice.
put them in just a little disposable baggie, but when you order, they come in a box. You get, my label on it or whatever. I always try to encourage people and just put like a little encouraging message on there. So all of my packaging usually has just a
Personalized.
little sticker like a "You rock" or "Smile today," like stuff like that. Just a little uplifting thing. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
well,
That's
I'm gonna
really
give you some
cool.
advice.
That's really
Uh
cool.
I had
Congratulations.
to you didn't have to tie this bag so tight that I thought I was gonna have to fight. I was getting mad with the bag. This ribbon so tight.
Trying to preserve the freshness. I'm
I
so
know it.
sorry.
I know. I said, oh my God. Someone asked, do you ship?
I do ship all over Alabama. So if you're anywhere in Alabama in need of shipping, I can do that.
Okay. And your
Mhm.
mom said Team Star had 300 cookies. She remember.
Yeah,
Now let's
so
talk about this sober tall. She's saying when you go to the sugar free, what are you going to be using? The erythritol is what you're going to use.
yeah, and a monk fruit sweetener.
Okay. So she
Yeah,
won't be using
it's a blend of
sorbitol.
it's a blend of erythritol and monk fruit.
Okay. Okay. I'm
I
actually looking this up online to see. what the difference is with sorbitol and erythritol. So
Station break. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for tuning in to Conversations Art, the Val and Val show. One Val can talk, the other one is chewing a gooey cookie that was supposed to be delivered to me, but she is now taking over the airways with her chewing and stuff. So, but we're going to go on with the show. So thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for joining Conversations Art, the Val and Val, the Chewing Val show.
I'm not fooling with you. Okay, so this is look, this y'all, this ain't vetted stuff. I'm Googling this stuff, okay? The difference between sorbitol and erythritol, it says that erythritol has no effect on either blood sugar or insulin levels. Whereas sorbitol, these type of sugar alcohols, reduce the rise in blood sugar and insulin. So one of them does affects the blood sugar and insulin. One of them does not. So
Yeah.
and it's always, when you're dealing with products, you look them up and see, whether they're for you or not. I know for me, I stopped using most artificial sweeteners because some of them, have a carcinogenic effect. And I'm just like, now I'm at a point, I'm trying to get myself, now you ought to drink coffee without sugar. So this is like my second week. I give myself one time on Sundays. And what I do, I use organic cane sugar, but I actually only use 2 teaspoons. Now that's major because generally we want our coffee sweet, sweet. But I've learned over time, even with that 2 teaspoons, I'm like, that's enough sweetener for me. And I also use what is it called? It's a coconut oil. It's a liquid one that I add for the more healthier fat in it. And I also put turmeric in my coffee and tea. I can drink tea no problem unsweetened, but had to pray through on that coffee.
Well, I love coffee, black coffee.
I have to pray through.
It's an acquired thing.
It's a process to
It's
adjust
an
your
acquired thing.
diet and things like that.
Yeah, it's a difference. It ain't the same. I can chug that tea down with that coffee. I gotta say, okay, Father God, help me.
But you're making those efforts, your body will thank you for it.
Yeah.
I got one more cookie.
And it's wrapped up, and it's supposed to be mine, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm going to yield to the lady tonight since she will be footing the bill for all 48 of my cookies Saturday.
48.
Yeah, I thought that's what she was going to give me. Oh, she's making 48 cookies, and you're getting me a half a dozen. I see. Okay. All right.
So now, Alaynna, let's talk about product. Let's talk about the
Mhm.
products you're using. We know they're plant-based.
Mhm.
So is it a difficulty procuring those things here in the Birmingham area? Do you have to order stuff? How do you get the products that you need and know that they are truly what you think they are?
Yeah. So I was very intentional when I was creating these recipes. I didn't want to have to struggle to find things. I wanted it to be readily available in my area. So most of the things that I use for the cookies come from Whole Foods.
Okay.
Yeah, because they have, just more healthful type options there. And yeah, so that's where I get the majority of my things from. I use a
Things
lot.
from.
Yeah, I use a lot of Bob's Red Meal. I use a lot of Earth Balance and um, just things like that.
So let me ask you this. Have you attempted to get your product in the big box?
In the big box? What do
Yeah,
you
big
mean?
box of stores like Target and Walmart, Whole Foods. It's just a box, and they put things in different areas, right? The cash register
Yeah.
goes here, the produce, the milk, and yada yada yada. So we call it the big box. So have
Okay.
you attempted to get your stuff in a big box?
I have not. I actually just wanted to keep things kind of local. Um, it's not really my desire to expand it in that capacity. I'm more so focused on encouraging plant-based diets of the people um, in communities and things like that. So that's what I seek to do. Yeah.
Until somebody come along like Tabitha Brown, then that sunshine gonna be in Target. Like she's one of the people gonna be in Target.
Yeah, I will never say never, but
Yeah,
Well,
so that's what I'm getting at. You want to keep it in the community, but there's a community in every community.
yeah, for sure.
So let's broaden the thought pattern here. and start
Yeah,
looking for it.
I'm
You know what I
saying
mean?
that as in like
Yeah.
I don't want it to be like a national thing, but I can have pockets of communities in
So, so if
you
you
know what
don't want it national, are you going to franchise it so it can go national and you get residual income off of that which franchise?
it's not anything I'm opposed to.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
All right.
look, you know what? Sometimes it just ain't good to have family with you. Look, I gotta put this up, you all.
Well,
We are going to be traveling to visit our son, and this is my son's cousin parents. That's what we refer to them as because they are his her and her husband are his mother and father in Florida. Look, bring cookies to Florida. I have to haul Kaneka sausage, cookies, and I no telling what else she gonna add to the list. But I love you, Jackie. You know I'm gonna bring them.
yeah. You got another observation up there, Val.
Okay, where at? Let me
It
see.
says get the address because someone wants to order all four.
Okay, once again, this my sister. Hey sis, give her my address. I want all 4 flavors for Father's Day, and how does she sell them? Okay.
Hold
Now let
on.
me tell y'all
He
what
sells
she
them
didn't
by
say.
100.
Okay.
No, no, let me tell you, no, it's a psychological thing, right? You all. That's my mother's sister. That's what I call her now. Because my mom is deceased and she's significantly older than me.
Oh Lord.
Now she already know that I'm gonna get the cookies and send them to her. Okay. So that all that
Oh,
give my address and how you pay for them. Listen,
oh. You mean you gonna give them to her like you gave me mine?
it
Ooh,
ain't you the one got lingerie coming over there for Saturday. You know what?
shade.
You know what?
Hey.
See, he ain't on here enough. He be so glad to see me because he be skipping out. So while he here, he just have to do what he do.
Ooh, I need to get my shade.
Look, my cousin from Florida to my be quiet. I
Yeah.
got you, girl. You take care of us. So
Yeah.
Whole Foods is now your primary person.
Yeah.
And y'all, I use a lot of red meal as well. And y'all, I buy there. I think it's red meal. Oh, it's like oatmeal, but it ain't really oatmeal. If you ever eat the red meal oats, y'all, you'll never ever buy Quaker again in your life.
Really?
You
A
know,
whole, I have never the oatmeal you all. I'm trying to. It's like y'all saw how I was eating that cookie and how it was in my mouth. The oatmeal it's much creamier. It's just delectable. It's all I can
Oh,
say.
it's delectable.
Red,
delectable.
promise y'all. And also, they ain't paying me to do this, but red meal products are also sold, like when I'm talking about the oatmeal and stuff, it's sold in big lots as well.
Hmm.
They carry a lot of theirs. They also sell the monk fruit there too, as well.
Yeah, Big
So
Lots has a lot of interesting finds in there. It really
yeah,
does.
they do. So
Yeah.
yeah. Now what's the oat? Your mama got oatmeal golden raisin cookies. Is that one you
That is her
make?
favorite.
Okay.
Yes, and they all have fun names. I didn't give those names, but that one's called Brick House.
Brick
Um,
house. All right
yes,
now. Oh, we got a brick house cookie. Now
yes,
look, Alaynna, I'm on your website. I'm looking at your values. I love this. You said we value health, family, kindness, and growth.
yes.
So you say health, you take pride in the ingredients you select, which you've indicated us by how you were very intentional and
Absolutely.
making sure you were getting the type of products you wanted.
Yeah.
Family, we bake for you like family, cause you are. So you can feel good about inviting your family in to enjoy healthy food and bakery with you. Kindness, we freely give our time and talents and seek to inspire you to spread joy. And if y'all haven't figured that out yet with her, definitely so. She, joyful. She come from a joyful mom and dad too, family. It's
Yeah.
almost like she can't avoid it, okay?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then growth. We want you to become the best version of yourself as we strive to do the same. We value these things because we value you and your longevity, your well-being, your development, and that of those you love. That's an awesome values statement.
Thank you. And
with
I
you.
mean every word. I really do. Just because I want to see everybody, become the best versions of themselves. And I think those are some key areas to lock into to do that. So
With this robust website that I'm viewing that Val just read from, it's going to be hard for you to have a business that's just based here in Birmingham. Okay, this is going to go now, not because of this platform that you're on with us tonight, but I would like to invest in your business. And this is sort of like Shark Tank.
okay, Shark Tank.
Okay. I want to meet with you, my wife and I, and talk with you about how we take this where you are today and where we'll be in 12 months. And we want 80%.
He got jokes. He
Yeah, the
got
Lord wasn't
jokes.
on, Lord wasn't on that one. I was like, yeah, I received. Never
No,
mind.
no, no,
Uh-uh.
no, no,
That ain't
no,
it.
no.
Have to sell your soul.
Because
Yeah, no, I'm good
you're
on that
you're
one.
you're you're young, you're energetic, and you have this thought pattern. Okay, so let's take it if you're interested. Let's take it from where it is right now, because what I'm looking at, to be honest with you, if I may speak freely, you didn't ask for this. This is unsolicited, but
Yeah, sure.
you have private colleges. Let's take for example Oakwood University in Huntsville. Okay, I have the president's ear there. Okay, this is a vegan cookie. That is a vegetarian school, right? Then you have Ephesus Junior Academy, which promotes vegetarianism right here in Birmingham. And you have 14 other churches here that are Seventh-day Adventists that promotes veganism.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I have a buddy who's a bodybuilder and all he eats is vegan, plant-based. And he is now the bodybuilding trainer for the guy who plays Aquaman.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
And he and I grew up a block from one another. Torrey Washington is his name. Okay.
Mm.
So we can take this thing in so many different areas if you're interested in doing that. So I would really like to have a conversation with you about that, from the Shark Tank's perspective.
Yeah.
Invest some money into it and see where it goes and do some marketing. You like branding, you like baking, get you a recipe out there and look at people and get you some folks who will bake this stuff for you as you go around talking to Oprah, talking to Carlos King, talking to Snoop Dogg and other people while your bakery is baking your product.
Right.
And then your accountant is writing me a check for this idea. I love it.
It's a win-win.
But no, I'm serious. You gotta ship. We're gonna find out how to ship some cookies to Tabitha for real.
Yeah.
I would never forget this during the pandemic. This young black girl, she did t-shirts and I think she hand painted them or whatever she did. And she sent one to Tabitha Brown. Tabitha wore when they were in a smaller house in her kitchen. And I think the girl posted, people only saw the front of that t-shirt for like less than 3 seconds. And Tabitha just mentioned where she got it from. She said she was getting ready to give up because you know how the during the pandemic it made a lot of people lose their businesses. And that 3 seconds of Tabitha Brown acknowledging this shirt and how pretty it was, her business skyrocketed during the pandemic. And you all, if nothing else, with all this that's going on in the world, if y'all listened to our show last week, it was pretty heavy. It was called The Attack on the Black Race. If you hadn't watched that, go back and listen to it because it was heavy and truthful. That we're so happy to see entrepreneurship having a resurgence now in our community because it existed very much many years ago, but we got rope dope by to come on into these institutions and we're gonna pay y'all a just wage, but we don't came to our senses now. So for those of us that may not be starting businesses, we are supporting those that are. Like me, Alaynna, I'm never gonna start baking because I'm gonna support you.
I appreciate it.
I'm gonna support you. And you know what? And you all, let me share this. And I'm not doing this to give kudos to me, but yesterday when I went to pick these cookies up, she was giving them to us because it was the cookie of the month. And I asked her, "What's your cash out?" And she said, "Well, I was giving them to you, but if you want to bless me." And my reason for paying her, and I said this to her, this is your business. Even though we're having you on the show, and Valton and I don't make any money off of this, and we praying to God that one day, well, I don't know if Valton ain't available, so I'm just confused about maybe it's why God got us where we at, because he won't be able to show up. So we might not need to get in that money making, because we be out of contract. When Valton don't be showing up, then I'll be in trouble. We'll be getting sued. Well, just at the Val show, just one Val been here. So I'll be in
Well, you
trouble.
keep all them cookies, you'll be 2 Vals.
So anyway, I said this to say this. I could have just taken the cookies because she was going to give them to me, but she's a young entrepreneur, and it could have been an older person. I'm a firm believer in that, because that's how my mom raised me. And she said the quickest folks to get you out of business is your friends and your family. And folks, oh girl, your mama done came on the show. She said she gonna be
I
my
think
other
she'll be
Val.
the other
That's
Val.
right, Valencia. Hey girl, you got a point.
So,
We're gonna talk about that.
so as I
Hey Valter,
think through this.
you've been fired. What was the show?
Oh wow, I'll be your Val. Wow. Well, I
Yeah.
tell you what, we could possibly make that happen, because some things are going on right now that's going to draw me away probably a little bit more than I desired, but nevertheless, we'll talk about that later.
Substitute.
Yeah.
So as I think through this, sending cookies to different movie sets. Okay, so they sent a box to Martell up in Huntsville for Love and Marriage Huntsville. We can send a box over to Jen Hopper, who played in Greenleaf, and her husband Warren is a friend of mine, and he plays in a lot of movies as well. Sent a box over to Randall Woodfin, our mayor, and that one down to Reed down in Montgomery, and Bruce Ayers over at Comedy Club. Somebody just mentioned that. Bruce and I go back a long way, and we can
And don't forget Mayor James Stewart in Irondale, because he blowing up Irondale over there.
And then we're looking at Perfect Note.
Yeah.
Right? So we can get some over to Tremaine and Karen to do a little invitation and tease on that thing. All right. So we'll have a conversation offline, so we can get you a conventional or commercial kitchen, and you doing your thing and doing all that stuff. All right.
Lord, listen, I gotta put this up, y'all. Mama said, "Let me iron my apron."
Yes, she is one of my assistants. She's
So
that packaging up and making sure stuff gets out.
And that's what she's supposed to do. That's what I do for my daughter. I tell my children, both of them. My daughter has 2 businesses. I said, baby, there are some other things I want to do in life, travel or whatever. I said, but my role now is about helping my children build generational wealth by sharing with them the things I wish somebody had shared with me. My parents going to give me what they gave me, but now my responsibility is to show my children how they can own their own businesses, and as Valton said last week in our segment, control their own destiny.
Yeah.
And everything. And of course, entrepreneurship is not for the faint-hearted, y'all. So don't go stepping out there if you don't want to work. Okay.
Gotta work.
But if you're going to work hard, you might as well
it.
work hard for yourself.
Right.
As you can see, Valton got about 18 entrepreneurship things going on. Okay. We can't keep up with them. I lost count.
17.
But that's what he does. And Valton, you worked in the corporate world for how long?
Probably 20 years.
Yeah. And still started his business. His voiceover. I remember the first time I met him, I said, "You should do voiceovers." And he laughed. He said, "Funny you mentioned that. I do. I do voiceovers." So we are multi-talented.
Yep. So here's something that happened. LaSharie says, my wife says, nothing better than those assistants that love you. They're the best. And she's saying that because she's also she's not my assistant. She basically tells me what to do. Thank you, Carol. So I'll run things by her. She said, "Do it this way, that way, or whatever." Sometimes I'll listen, sometimes I won't, but I end up going to do what she say. But nevertheless, we work well together, and it appears that you and your mom work well together also.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
So, and what's her name? Val McCarroll.
Valencia.
Okay.
Yeah,
Valencia, but
yeah.
she-
My dad also helps too. So both of my
Okay.
parents are very hands on.
So it's it's important to have that support system because this says the Val and Val show, but I'm the second Val. I'm not the leading Val because I don't do the admin stuff. I ain't calling nobody saying, "Hey, come on the show." I ain't doing that. At 6:50, Valerie calling me, "Hey, you coming on tonight or not?" And so I'm real lazy when it comes to this. But
it's surprising when he popped in tonight. I was like, he popped in so he can watch me eat these cookies.
Yeah. Hope your teeth fall out. But
Look. And you know what, Alaynna, while we're here talking about your mom and your dad, of course, we cannot forget your bonus mom. If y'all don't want vegan food, cakes, bonus mom can throw down, baby.
The baker herself.
I said, if you don't want vegan bacon, bonus mom can put her foot in some cakes, baby.
Who was that?
She made my birthday cake one year. I was like, Lord, have mercy.
Deborah Pruitt.
Oh, Deborah Pruitt.
Yeah, so her business is Divine Cakes and Catering. So she does your traditional baked goods as well. So yeah, her specialty is like cakes. She's a cake queen.
So look, if you don't want to be vegan, but honestly, I can't tell the difference. I honestly cannot.
That's what
I've had vegan cake. As a matter of fact, the same type cake, and I was like, they taste really good when you have somebody that's taking their time to learn their craft, and as you done, Alaynna, pour your heart and soul into it because I see this is more than a business. This is a ministry for you.
Absolutely.
You're sewing more than just doing great cookies and everything. So I want you all to go out and patronize, order online. I've dropped in her information. I'm dropping it in again. When you're out and about, go to the markets that she keeps it up on her page where she's gonna be. She tell you how you can order, how you can pick up your cookies and everything, and just support.
Let me ask this: is this your main source of income?
It is not currently. Yeah, I'm doing this part-time.
Okay.
But yes, looking to grow.
So we need to take it from part-time to full-time.
That is my hope. Absolutely.
Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, again, you've joined Conversations Art, the Val and Val show. We have Alaynna Pruitt, the baker extraordinaire. She does baked goods that are phenomenal. They even taste good through the screen and virtually. Even if you're not eating them, you can still taste them.
That's it.
Yes. So we need to make sure we support this young lady. And
I'd like to share some of the other things I have coming up in June. So I will be at the Woodline Street Market June 10th. That's from 5 to 9 in the Woodline neighborhood. On the 17th of June, I'll be at the Sickle Cell Walk. That's going to be held at Railroad Park at 8 o'clock. I'm not selling there, but I will be giving information about some of the things that we have coming up. I might be able to bring some samples and things like that, but if you just want to come and chit chat and just see where Healthy Foodie's going, I'd love to chat with you there.
How do you sell them? In blocks of 1 to a dozen or what?
At the markets, I sell them individually.
How much are they individually?
They range from $4 to $6 individually.
Right. So you got a $4 to $6 cookie.
Correct.
Okay.
So yeah, and what else?
Wait a minute. Let me make sure this. I'm typing the Sickle Cell Walk, June 17th. Where is it at?
That is at Railroad Park.
Okay.
At 8 a.m., 8 to 12.
Okay, I'm typing this in.
On June 24th, I'm actually planning our first meetup. I really wanted to get people together just to try different plant-based options that we have in the city, because there are a few, but I know a lot of people aren't really aware of those. So I just wanted to kind of build some community around trying those different things. So we'll be having the Healthy Foodie meetup. I'll be announcing this tomorrow, actually, so y'all get the inside scoop. But yeah, that'll be on June 24th at 12:30 p.m. We're going to be meeting at Real and Rosemary in Homewood. And to celebrate our 1 year, which is coming up next week, I'm going to be doing a live bake along. That's going to be on June 29th. So I have
what is a bake along?
A bake along, you're going to be baking with me. I'm going to be on live, and we're just going to be making a surprise.
So let me ask you something relating to that bake along. So you're going to be baking in your kitchen, or you're going to?
You trying to show up over there?
No, what I'm thinking is, what if we purchase 2 easy bake ovens? I'm really youth driven, okay?
I love you.
And we do a drawing for the easy bake oven whose child tunes into whatever you're doing on Facebook or whatever, and they get to bake along with you as children while their parents are overseeing what they're doing. Just something to think about.
Yeah.
That gives kids something to think about in terms of honing in their culinary crafts.
Absolutely. And I want to have more opportunities for people to bake along with me, which I'm not ready to share those details yet. But that'll be coming this.
Good. Well, we got a lot to talk about when we get off air. We're down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. We've had a great time talking with you. You're very bright, very energetic, and I love entrepreneurism.
Yeah,
that's where my focus is. We go to college to learn how to get a job. We very rarely go to college to become entrepreneurs.
Right. So
we only become entrepreneurs when our backs are against the wall. We've gotten fired and we have to still pay child support. We have to still pay a light bill. Still have to pay and feed these kids and or ourselves. Yeah. But I'm glad to see that you have kicked in the door of your entrepreneur spirit and listened to the Holy Spirit as it directed you to do this. Absolutely. Because Proverbs 16:3 says, "Commit thy works unto the Lord, and he will establish your thoughts."
That was on my graduation cap.
Huh?
That was on my graduation cap.
I know you don't remember me making that on the graduation cap for you on that mortarboard.
Alaynna,
I don't. My memory is it's fading. My goodness.
What time is the event in Homewood? At Real and Rosemary.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing that at 12:30, and I'll have a link up tomorrow for people to just give me a head count of who's coming. But you don't necessarily have to do that. It's very casual.
And June 29th is the online. It's gonna be the online.
So watch your mama say I'm thinking. What you mean by that, Ms. Val?
I don't know. Just speaking to the great ideas that you've been sharing, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, y'all favorite quote, the modified scripture, you have what you say. Yeah. Life and death is in the power of a tongue. And we can prophetically speak over someone, you all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trust me, declare and decree. Be assured, our ancestors that came over here and were enslaved, they were speaking some stuff. Mm-hmm. And it's manifested in us right now, although we still got some more manifesting to do. And look, she said the easy bake ovens. Lord, I remember when I first got my easy bake oven and I baked my cake. Y'all know they wasn't high tech. That thing was like rubber. But my father ate it with pride with his cup of coffee.
Yes, he had coffee.
I like my easy bake cookie.
He dunk that thing in a cup of coffee and soften it up.
He did what a daddy does.
That's right.
At that time.
That's right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are at an 8 o'clock hour. We have entertained ourselves, and we hope that you've been entertained with this 28-year-old baking phenom of vegan goods, and they taste so good.
I know. Can you taste that strawberry?
That thing just melted in your mouth, man. Yes. I'm talking about that strawberry. I could just, that was wonderful. No, Wow.
Yes,
It
you
was.
can order those on the website right now.
All right. I'll
So
see you
go to
Saturday
y'all
then.
go to the website site. It is phenomenal.
Yeah,
It
it
is
really is.
beautiful.
There's
It
a
is
lot of
very
information.
bright and joyful. And I'm
Yep.
gonna put a plug in for mom. Willow Grace Wellness Counseling Service. Sometimes you all, along with food, can come eating disorders. So if you recognize something like that or any other issues you are struggling with, you can also reach out to mom. As you can see, they are some full-fledged entrepreneurs. So please contact Willow Grace Wellness, and they will help you navigate life difficulties. You don't have to go through things alone.
That's
So
right.
look them up on their on online, and they would definitely take care of you. Her partner is Tangi Maker. She's a licensed therapist as well. So we have help, you all. Do not go it alone.
That's right.
But now this strawberry cookie, y'all, I ain't eating that because I got no issue. This thing is the bomb. I have to pray that I can make it to in the morning to my cup of coffee.
I thought that was mine.
No, you said
Said
LaSherie
you were
going to get
getting
yours
some, so
Saturday.
I guess.
Look,
Don't worry
I'm
about
taking
it.
it back
Don't
now.
worry
I'm
about it.
taking it back.
Don't worry about it. All right.
Well, look,
Okay.
you all, we will not be here next week.
Okay.
I am going to be on a little vacay, so we're gonna take a station break, and one day I'm gonna get Valton oriented
Don't
to
worry.
all of this.
Mm.
So no show next week. Well, we will be back the following week with what guests we don't know. Believe it or not, last week, Valton, you and I talking about what's happening in the world today was kind of really popular. So we may have to fill in some more of those type shows as well.
I just have to watch my language.
Yes, you do. And if anyone out there, if you're watching us, you have a business, you have something that you feel people need to know about, email us
Yes,
at
please.
conversationisart@gmail.com. Just email us and we will send you out some dates that you can let us know when you are available.
That's right. Sure will.
We sure will. So you all have a good night.
Yes.
Enjoy. And I
we'll
hope
see
everyone
you all in
rests
2
real
weeks.
well.
Yeah. Good night, ladies and gentlemen, from
Good
Conversation
night.
About the Val and Val Show.
Hang on, Alaynna.
Bye.